Afternoon, everybody. My name's Mike Gibbons, and this is my son, Will, who's at Co-Hive. Very quick lead-in, intro to this. After school, it's always a challenge. Like, what did Will want to do? What is he really interested in? You know, where the hell do we go from here? And we tried a couple of SLES programs, different programs, great people, just wasn't working for Will. And Will's one of those guys that if he's not happy, you learn about it pretty quickly. So he doesn't keep that much of a secret. So we were looking around saying, where do we go next? And that's when my wife, I won't take credit for this, but ran into Kim. And then we talked to Kim about Co-Hive, and then Will kicked off, and it's been fabulous since then. So what we thought we'd do is I'm going to do like an interview thing with Will, because he's the one you want to hear from, not me. And we're going to talk about the different things that he's done and how great Co-Hive's been on his journey to date. So kicking off, Will, I'm told that you're establishing your own business. Can you tell us, first of all, the name of the business and what it does?
Well, first, my name is Will, and you probably already know that already. And I'm trying to establish a business that helps people with disabilities how to play sport, something we like to call the Will Way, disability sports.
That's fantastic, mate. And how have Co-Hive helped you to build the business? What are the different things you've done?
Co-Hive has given me the time, the resources, and the confidence in every single way to succeed in what is needed to be done to succeed in completing by step. I would now like you to present my Will Way shirt.
Here we go. So this is some of the work that Will's been doing with Co-Hive here. This is Will's business, the Will Way.
As you can see,
And there's Coach Soy to that.
As you can see, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hands in the middle, ready to begin a teamwork and inclusive environment.
Yeah, beautiful, mate. Lovely image. And Will's already started doing some work with a few places like Friendship Circle, different camps as well, and sometimes running groups of 20 people. And as a former junior footy coach, that's really, really hard. But I've seen him in action and it's pretty impressive. So I'm biased, of course. Now, Will, you're also studying a course which the Co-Hive guys have started off for you. So what are you studying? Tell us a little bit about it.
I'm right now studying a certificate-free in fitness.
That's great. And but everything's not always easy. What are the challenges you faced so far in doing the course?
I guess one of the biggest challenges is one is the workload and probably the understanding of the material of what it comes to it. Like each and every module has its own different section.
Yeah. And it is, I've looked at some of the stuff that he's doing. They're talking about cardiovascular disease and all this medical stuff. I've got a law degree, but I'm looking through this just going, oh my God, I'm glad you're doing it and not me. But how are Co-Hive helping you get through this, mate? How are you doing that?
Co-Hive is teaching me the values of hard work and having a good balance. Still learning each and every day goes by step, rock by rock, road by road, but I'm still learning how to pursue it, and in spite of getting it tough, and despite things go down in the dumps sometimes, you just got to keep pushing on.
Yeah, it's great. And that's one of the things Co-Hive have been teaching, isn't it? Resilience, facing onto challenges and getting through them.
Indeed.
And speaking of challenges, Will, let's talk about public speaking. Now, Will's pretty interested in being an advocate for the disability community, loves media, and I think he'll be good on the media and speaking for that community as well. But he's also been doing a bit of public speaking. So one thing Co-Hive set up was a little public speaking thing he did, which wasn't that little. Tell us about where you did the speech and how many people were there.
I first did my first ever public speaking gig at a school called Emmanuel High School. I went to Emmanuel one day. It was Autism Week, and they said they needed someone to speak about autism. At first, it was offered to Kim, and Kim said, "No, I don't have autism," and she recommended an ambassador.
Brilliant. And how many people were in the audience?
It was more than 500 people, and I was just going like,
yeah. Well, tell us about that. Like, I remember I was sitting next to him, And I reckon I was more nervous than Will because, you know, he's your son and he's going up in front of these people. I could see he was nervous. You just don't know what's going to happen. How'd you get through that? How'd you deal with that?
Well, honestly, I had to, it was just like, I had to be myself, be confident, another thing that Co-Hive teaches me. And it's okay to feel nervous because the truth is, the more you feel nervous, the more you just want to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a great job. I'm going to show everyone up how I can do this.
Yeah, that's a great message. And that was from Co-Hive and also the practice with the Co-Hive guys. That's pretty important.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Now, it's not all hard work and learning. There's a great social element to Co-Hive. Probably the big highlights, I think, are the 2 ski trips that you've been on. Tell us a little bit about those ski trips, mate.
Over last year, I went on a ski trip. I went on my first ever little ski trip since I was like 12 years old. And I went on a ski trip and we all went to Perisher. At first, honestly, I thought as an athlete, I thought as a really sporty guy, looking myself at the gym, working out so much, I thought I was honestly going to ace it. But let's just say not everything glitters turns into gold. I kept on falling down, kept on crashing, and boy, it was honestly a big learning moment. I was frustrated, but I quickly learned that no matter how hard things get, you always just got to keep pushing in, keep getting yourself up and high, and never giving up.
That's great, well said. And listen, for final comments, tell us how Co-Hive, what they've done for you in this journey in the last year or so, what they've actually done for you and your character, do you think?
I think they've really turned me into something I've really always wanted to become. Like watching, it's almost like you're watching one of those Marvel superheroes and you suddenly become one. I mean, it's that hard work and that stamina that you really push. I mean, just because you have a disability doesn't mean you can be anything in life, but you have to put your mind and hard work and resilience. It comes with a lot of things, and that's what Kim and everyone has taught me. Whether it's a participant, it's either facilitator, I've learnt so much, and I keep on learning every day. I don't ever stop. The bigger, the better. What can go bigger?
Good on you, mate. That's great. I must say to you all, I'm enormously proud of him. And thanks to Co-Hive for helping. Will's always had these abilities. And this is the thing, there are innate abilities. But sometimes you need that help to bring them out. And I think that's what Co-Hive's done. So well done, mate.
You're done.